Hi, my name is Kay, and my husband Jerry and I co-founded Crossroads 25 years ago. The reason I founded Crossroads was because I was taking care of my mom, who had a massive stroke and didn't walk, talk, or eat for 14 years. I was also taking care of my dad, who had cancer. I was also taking care of my husband, who was really ill at the time. And I took care of him at home for 15 years as well as working a 40-hour job at the time. And so, but when I was with my parents, especially after my mom's stroke, I realized how lonely people were in the facilities, and they had no visitors, and they really had no activities. They would just sat there lined up in the hallway with their heads against the wall all day long. And so I did as much as I could for my parents. My mom was there, like I said, 14 years, and I have two younger brothers at the time, and my brothers and I never missed one day not being with my mom and dad for 14 years. And so I know how difficult it is to visit people in the care centers, especially your family, but I also know how vital it is that we take care of the elderly. So I founded Crossroads Ministries for just that very reason, to meet the spiritual and emotional needs of the elderly that lived in assisted living and skilled care, as well as memory care. I wanted to tell you a story that kind of encapsulates of what we do and why we do it. I had a friend that I was taking care of for over 5 years, and so when she had a stroke and went to the hospital, they needed someone to sign her back into the facility. She never regained consciousness, and but her family was contacted, and no one responded from her family. So they knew my relationship with her, so they called and asked me if I would be her medical proxy, and I became her medical proxy. I signed her back into the care center. I signed her up for hospice, and so then she passed away, and then I took care of her funeral expenses and everything, because she was like a sister to me, and so then the facility called and asked me if I would like her possessions, because her family didn't want them. So I said, absolutely. So this is her suitcase. This is a battered old suitcase. And this blanket is one that we had made and given to her. And most of the things, the only thing that was in her suitcase that I had not given her through the years was an old frame of Jesus in a frame. Otherwise, everything in the suitcase was things I had given to her over the 5-year period of time that I had known her. So I keep this as a reminder to tell me this is why I do what I do, for her and for other people like her that don't have family, or if they have family. 50% of the people who live in a skilled care have no family members. 85% have no regular visitors. And so it's a reminder to me of I do what I do because they are so needy. They are so looking forward to somebody coming and just holding their hand or just listening to their stories. So it is a good reminder every day to me of why I do what I do.
Your saying yes is important, not just for your sake, but for others. If God opens up a door and you say no, it's not just your life that's affected, but somebody else is missing out on the blessing that God had already established for them. So we are depending on you to be the conduit for the Lord's work to happen in an individual, a group, some fashion in life. So say yes when the Lord opens up a door.
We value your partnership. Please visit our website or call the office to find out how you can get involved.